When you're texturing a complex scenes, you have a lot of objects, and as you go with the texturing of one object after another, it slows down your viewport and it might be a little bit complicated. That's why I created TexStudio, an add-on for Blender that I will show you all the features right now. So let's start with the installation. You go to the preferences, click on install, and in the download files, we will have three different zip files: the add-on, the lights, and the studio. So first of all, we select the add-on. We enable the add-on, and if you go in the details, you will start seeing two different boxes, the studios and the light set. And to import them, we click on this icon. We select first the studios, so the studio zip file, import, and we import then the lights. Good, we have the studios, we have the lights, and we can click on the refresh button and save the preferences. At the bottom, we have different settings that we will see later on. So TexStudio is in the end panel on the right. You have first of all the studios and the lights. So think as it is a collection of studio and a collection of lights. By default, we only have one because we imported one in the preferences. And inside those collection, you have, of course, multiple light setup and multiple studios. How it works is you are clicking on the object you want to texture and you click in the import selected scene. This will automatically switch to the different scene, the texturing scene, with the studio and the light set you selected in here. So if you want to test different light setting and different studio, you just select them and click on the update scene. Great. So we are in the texturing studio. So what do? We just texture objects. By default, you will see a version 1 of your texturing. So this panel is for the versions of the texture. By default, we have version 1 that we can rename. Let's say I would like to make a red color version of this cube, and I will change the color to red. So this is red, and because I'm not totally sure what I would like with the scene, I would like to try out different colors. You can create a new version here. So let's say blue, add a version, change it to blue, and we have a blue version. If we would like to go back to the red version, we just click this icon over there. And we can switch between red and blue. And this is automatically synchronized with the main scene. So this is the basic scene we were in at the beginning with our cube. And here you see that if you select the cube and make it blue, go back to the main scene, this is blue. So that's cool. Something to be aware of is the object is automatically scaled to the scene to fit the scene of your environment, texturing environment. And for those reasons, if you want to apply the rotation, the scale, or the location, this will show you a pop-up that says that it will create automatically a new object data user. And if you click on this button, it will lose automatically the synchronization with this object. So I truly advise to not apply the transformation of an object either in the texturing scene or in the main scene. because this will break the synchronization between those two scenes. So that's something to be aware of. If you are done with texturing the object in the texturing studio and you are in the main scene, you can apply the transformation, and it's not a problem because you are done with texturing of this one. Great. So you can see we do have different versions. We can rename them if we want, and we can remove them with the little icon here. Something to be aware of is the different material version. So here it's a simple material texturing, but if I want to create a yellow and green version, I name it yellow and green. So I make it this yellow, and I'll go to edit mode and select those two faces, make a new material, assign, I'm gonna name it green, for example, and then I assign this green material to the faces. I do have a version with two material, but those two has one material. So if I apply one of those, it will show you a pop-up that says, be aware that the different version don't match the number of material, and you might need, it's not sometimes it's working just fine, but you might need to reassign manually the different material on the different faces. So if you click OK, it will not block you. You can switch between two versions. And if we switch to the red version, it will not show you the pop-up because we have exactly the same number of material in the red version and in the blue version. But if we go back to the yellow and green, it shows you the pop-up. But as you can see, we don't have any issues. The material are really assigned to the faces we already assigned them, so it works pretty fine, but it's just a warning that in some cases it might not work. If you want to create your own studios and your own light setup, you can do it. I will let you check the documentation for now, and I will make another tutorial dedicated on this because this is a little bit more advanced. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to buy this add-on, the link is in the description. It will support the channel. So thank you for everyone, and see you on the next video.